As promised, Steeler Nation, I'm going to give some shout outs because you should not pay $150 for a shout out. Hopefully, everyone's doing really well out there in Steeler Nation. If I do look a bit tired, I do apologize because it's been a crazy, crazy, crazy day here in Australia. And I'm just winding down to then ready to head to bed. And I've got some 2 days off. But as promised, I'm a man of my word. I want to do some shout outs. And I'm going to read the comments from the last video that was the Derek Harmon good news. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a second. Here we go. So here's your free shout outs that I will not be asking $150 for. And I had some really good comments. So a big shout out to Paranormal the Funhouse, said he should be able to re-up his Sunday for his membership. And yeah, you don't have to, but I appreciate it if you do. If you join Mates Rates 100%. Steelers Talk, which is Steelers Out West, as Amanda says, it's a waste of a pick, 110%. It definitely is a waste of a pick. It's just stupid what she was carrying on about, right? So shout out to Steelers Out West. Stu the bus driver, which is Gene, he says shout out to Inigo Montoya. I'll be honest, I googled that today and then I forgot about it, so I have no idea who that is. It's someone from a movie. So yeah, I couldn't even tell you who that is. But shout out to that person anyway. Shout out to Montoya. Anyway, you see it. And I have a few here. JJ52 says, I remember. Shout out to JJ52. Shout out to Amanda Vance from EJ in New Zealand. He's taking the piss, but that's pretty funny. And also Paranormal the Funhouse. But the real reason why I'm making this video too is I want to read this comment. And this comment's from Roberta Campbell. And Roberta always writes really good, positive comments. So one big shout out to Roberta, because when I make videos, you watch them from the start to the finish. And when I read this comment, yeah, it's pretty moving, right? And still fans, we all come from different lives and walks and all over the world, New Zealand, Mexico, England, all over the shop. We're everywhere, right? So Roberta writes this: always good to check in with Mark. Sorry I missed a live. It wasn't a live, it was a video premiere, but it acts like a live. She says, good to hear that Harmon injury is not as bad as it could have been. I've been looking forward to seeing this season and beyond. I hope you have a great time in Ireland, in Dublin. She says she's part Irish. She says here too, hey, when you're in Ireland, could you please give a shout out to my late mother, who was a huge Steeler fan, but she passed away in 1984, at the age of 43, due to liver cancer. They were treating her at times for several years wrong. And the last doctor she saw in Chicago, she said she had caught the cancer in the pancreas, and she could, oh my apologies, I'm tired as. She could have sure, but once spread to her liver, she was gone in a matter of months, February 21st, 1984. Sorry, I'm giving you so much backstory, and that's fine. She used to dress up every Sunday in her Steeler gear, terrible towel, this stuff right here, make a lot of spaghetti, so people could eat, and when they wanted to, she could watch the game uninterrupted. So that's pretty cool. She would make food for everyone, and then they'd all, be quiet, eat their spaghetti, and then she'd watch the game for 3 hours. When she was sick, a friend reached out to her, to the Steelers, and they sent her a signed football. After she passed, someone came to her home and stole the football. That's pretty crazy. That's terrible. Even someone stealing from her is terrible. We probably should have buried it with her. Sorry I'm giving you so much information. You have a great day. I truly hope you win Fan of the Year or International Fan of the Year. You deserve it. Glad when you got into football, you chose to love and support the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are lucky to have you. So one big shout out to Roberta, because every time I do videos, you're in the comments, sometimes we have different opinions, but you're always very respectful of my fandom here in Australia, and you're part of the furniture. You're one of the regulars that comes in all the time and says hello. And I know you're going through some things right now at the moment. So I wish you well. Hope you get better. And yeah, when I'm in Dublin, I'll give another shout out to your mother, because when she passed in 84, I was born in 1989, and I've been a Steelers fan since 2002 based off the colors alone, as I'm wearing the Christian 46 jersey. right? And we're going to have a good season. We're having a big, big season. So I'm a man of my word. When I said that, I was going to give a shout out to everyone who said so. And that's what this channel is about. I want to talk football. I want to talk Steelers. I want to talk, pretty much every day or every second day. I want to talk about, the positive things that our team can do this year and not always like dwell on the negatives. I want to talk about actual football. With Rodgers now, we have preseason now being done. It's getting ready and pumped up and prepped up for the season with Steelers versus Jets. I think the Steelers are going to absolutely smash the Jets. I'm not even sure if they may even score a point, which could be part of my bold prediction coming up very soon. But yeah, I'm a huge Steelers fan. I respect and appreciate everyone in the chat that comes around and tells their stories, because you don't have to, because we're, at the end of the day, the internet is the internet, but we're all humans on this side or humans on that side. That's why it's so much fun. In the live streams, if you can get me to make me laugh, do that. But it's something where I can zone out. I can make the videos. I can make the lives. I can talk about our team, the Black and Gold, and then get your perspective on what you think or how your fandom is, because we all have a different backstory. We all have different, paths and what we've gone down and I don't know, all different ways of watching the team, from all the way on the West Coast or all the way in Pittsburgh or Nova Scotia or where it may be in Australia or South Australia. We're all over the shop. And this channel allows people to come in and just, say what they think about the Steelers. It allows them to be a fan and to tell their fan stories. So shout out to Roberta, man. She's always in there saying good, positive comments. But shout out to everyone. And I just saved you guys $150 because it's fucking ridiculous. The guy out there is trying to charge everyone $150. So don't do that. $150 Australian is like $100 USD. Don't do that. Anyways, really tired, but I'm a man of my word. I'm wearing a Christian 46 jersey. Had a fucking big day, huge day. And let's get ready for the next few days and cut down days very soon. I'm going to do my 53-man prediction shortly. So, yeah, one big shout out to Steeler Nation out there that are getting ready for the season. And like I said, a man of my word, you don't need to pay $150. If you want a shout out, write a good comment. If you want to ask a question, write a comment. I will bring it up. This is the bar-like setting, like Cheers. When you walk in, everybody knows your name. 100%. All right. That's it. I'll see you guys, I don't know, soon, tomorrow, next time, next day. No idea. I'll see you guys soon.